1, 2, 3, 4. And to conclude, there is no conclusion. I'm still confused, like I was in the beginning. And this universal tendency to float towards complexity is all that I can dream of these days. These days. These days. These days. I wish on stars that are already dying. It blows my mind to think that we are made of the same atoms. And this universal tendency to float towards complexity is all that I can dream of these days. These days. These days. These days. This history, I'm not sure I want to be a part of this story. At least there's the internet. Won't be so easy to rewrite this one so we forget. But oh, it's so lonely when you're forced to be alone. And that is why I have no plan. Is why I float up the stream. 'Cause this universal tendency to float towards complexity is all that we can dream of these days. These days. These days. These days. These days. These days, these days, these days. Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Lockdown Broadcast by me, Emma Lohan. This is day 41, week 6, episode 7. Are we having fun yet? And that is the opening track there, was written by me yesterday. Still doesn't have a name. But I think it's going to be the conclusion of my forthcoming album, My Life is a Fish. Maybe I'll call it Conclusion. Right, that's the name. So the opening track is called Conclusion, and it's the final track of my forthcoming album, My Life is a Fish. Actually, I'm recording the song I did last week, Wi-Fi and Wine, with my cellist Emma Hamilton. I called her Lohan. Emma Hamilton in Brighton with her brother Ed, and we're doing a nice kind of lockdown demo EP, lockdown broadcast EP, which is kind of like postal service, but probably not as good equipment, but still has got the love and the a good sound. So that'll be coming out in a few weeks. And Anna, who does the editing for the videos now for this, she's going to make a nice video with the clouds for the song. So it's all very exciting. It's all fierce exciting in my bedroom these days. This is my first broadcast in a while where I'm drinking tea and it's daylight outside. I don't know how God's going to feel about this in a while, because he does like to get pissed. But I told him not to come over last night. I needed to have some rest and not get hammered and make a podcast where my mum thinks I have a slowly increasing alcoholic problem. So yeah, I'm on the tea. It's quite exciting. I got a message this morning from my tea. It says, hang on, hold on. Joy is the essence of success. Damn right. If you're not having fun, there's no point. Which I would like to say to everyone, thanks for your wonderful feedback, because you're starting to get it. This is folk radio. This is my mad meanderings, and it's just me having the crack and being myself, which is what all art should be, I think. And and of course introducing you to the madness that is inside me also, which is God. But yeah, thank you guys for all your wonderful feedback. Thanks for listening. It's just incredible how you're all still here. I'm pleasantly surprised. But so this morning a big ad came on. I was just, because I couldn't remember what number the podcast was this week. I always forget, I don't know what day. I can't believe we're on day 41 and I have to count back in the calendar. And I played, I put on YouTube the last one just to see, and just as I put it on, this big ad came underneath going, Jesus, the hope of the world. So I put it up as my advertisement for tonight's release. But I wouldn't think Jesus is very hopeful. He's quite depressing, it's not someone you want around when you're feeling down. I don't know, God, how do you feel about this?
Oh Jesus, I know what you mean. Like last night, because you were like, oh, don't come over, Emma, come over, we'll have a cup of tea, So I went down to the local pub, and God damn it, Jesus was there, giving everyone lectures about drinking and their sins, and oh my God, I didn't know what to do.
I was like, I could say he's a bit grim, could you not put him down in hell? Is there anything he did wrong?
He did nothing wrong. There's nothing we can get in this guy. I think it was Michael, Archangel Michael, we were able to put down for a while, or was it Gabriel? One of them. Can't remember one, that was just years ago. But there's nothing we can get in this guy. It's torture,
And how are you enjoying your cup of tea? What have you got a good message on it? What's your message?
Oh yeah, actually my tea says embrace your femininity, which I think is kind of cool, because recently, only the last 6 weeks, I've only been hanging out with women. We've no women in heaven.
What do you mean you've no women in heaven?
We've none. They're all in hell, obviously.
What? All the women are in hell?
Yeah. They're all sinners, and they're all sinners. They're there, they distract men, they make them do things they don't want to do, and they're all down in hell. I'd say hell is great crack, actually. Now that I've embraced my femininity, I'm starting to see, women are actually quite sound.
Yeah, and what about, Mary, Jesus' mum? She must be the only woman up there.
No, she's in hell as well. She, I know it was immaculate conception, but, she still let her private parts be known, so, no, she's in heaven as well. When she looks good, there's nothing we can do about it, they just have to go to hell,
So it's only men, and what about the men, There's a lot of men, what about Hitler?
Well, he went,
Maybe I shouldn't bring him up. Who else could I say? Gandhi?
Well, Gandhi's a good guy. What's he talking about?
I'm just mean bad men. What about the bad men?
Well, if they go to mass on Sunday, and if they go to confession at 7 on a Saturday evening, and if they go to a midnight mass to get a good room up in heaven, as well as the other two masses. But if they go to the confession on a Sunday and they say a few Hail Marys, it's all grand.
That's so hypocritical. Like, if they say a few Hail Marys, so if they, like...
What's hypocritical about that, like?
You know, it's a prayer to Mary, but she's in hell. Like, is this, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's reading this wrong.
Okay, yeah, like, there's a system. You can't change it, like, you can't. You know, men can go into confession, they say their sins, they say some Hail Marys, they're pretty good for a couple of days, and they might sin again, but they'll be back in Mass next Sunday, like, and then there's the ones back in the Reformation days, like, they just gave us money, they gave us loads of money, so we got preach marks, Mays, and they got, now they're up in the, like, the Radisson hotel rooms up in heaven, you know, like, they've got swimming pools and everything, like, because, you know, there's a lot of men, so there's, you know, there's not much room left, like, you know, there's not much room.
Yeah, well, actually, God, that was very interesting insight to heaven, which I didn't know before, but now my song Three Sparrows is about to start, which was requested by my sister Natasha. So here you go, Tash, Three Sparrows. So they wrap themselves in her loving arms to make themselves think they're safe from harm. Three sparrows in a pouch of drum. For it went on so late and she asked you to dance, so you swirled her around and you laughed. thanks a million for checking in for another week of the lockdown broadcast. That just closed out with Three Sparrows from my first album, Black Atlantic, which you can find on Spotify and all those places, or you can buy my album on Bandcamp if you fancy it. Please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel, because it's really good for me. The more subscriptions I have, the better it looks. Keep commenting, keep sharing. You guys are amazing, and thanks for keep checking in and letting me know how you feel about the inner workings of my madness. It really is just folk radio, and folk radio means it doesn't really matter what happens, the output, the outtakes, whatever. I do this all in one take, and mistakes, everything are allowed in. Credits this week go to Oscar Park in Bermondsey for his amazing footage of peas growing. To Ana again, you can look her up on you can follow her on Instagram as Ana Jupiter. She's an amazing artist, Ana with one N. She's edited the video for me once again and did all those lovely credits and stuff. The opening track is from my forthcoming album, and I've decided it's going to be called Conclusion now, so it's Conclusion. I'm also working on a lockdown EP with my mates, the Hamiltons in Brighton, and we're sending over and back the track to each other, and so definitely there'll be Wi-Fi and Wine should be out in the next couple of weeks, and whatever songs I've written during the lockdown will go on the EP, and then the rest of the songs will go on the album. That's the plan anyway. Thanks. No sign of Morgan Freeman this week. I was really hoping, because there's been talk, the two of them came to my room the other night. I know that sounds odd, but I'm talking to myself. Look, we're in a lockdown, it's week 6. But they came to my room and we had a few drinks, and they were like, oh yeah, they had another fight, and then they've decided they're going to have a dance off, and they want to do it live on the radio, so maybe next week we'll have it. I think Irish dancing would be the best, but maybe give your ideas. God wants to wear a hard shoe. Morgan Freeman is insisting on wearing a soft shoe, so you'll be able to hear the taps and the rhythms. And anyway, they want to have a live dance off, so I think that's going to be happening next week. I need some female friends in my room now. I'm getting a bit sick. It's getting very masculine in here, I have to say. So anyhow, thanks for checking in. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have a new PayPal me account, so if you fancy buying me a can or a nice cocktail or a glass of wine or a bottle of Dom Perignon 2002, whatever your budget, if you fancy just throwing me whatever's a little bit that you can afford into my account, it doesn't matter what it is, because all of it will add up to something beautiful for me for the week. If you can, of course. If you can't, or you can't even wouldn't understand how to work the internet, don't worry, it's all good. I'm just loving doing this anyway. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, stay sanitized, make your own face masks out of t-shirts. It's much more productive and better for the environment. And remember, I'm not lonely, I'm just mad.